So this is it. The DCEU is officially dead. The Snyderverse is gone. I put up a poll last week asking you guys what you think James Gunn should do with the DC universe, the DC cinematic universe. A lot of you guys said, not my problem, I don't want to deal with this, I don't want to answer this question. But taking that answer out, we got a nice bell curve. The majority of people were in the middle, while the fewer people were in the extremes. The extremes being completely reboot it and keep it all. Keep the Snyderverse, keep all the characters, the interpretations, everything. But the majority of you guys wanted a soft reboot. And that's kind of where I was at. I was either in the soft reboot boat or the complete reboot. The reason I wanted a soft reboot was because I wanted Henry Cavill to get the chance to play Superman, because he hasn't gotten the chance to play Superman yet. I made a video about this already when Superman announced that he's going to come back. So you guys can check that one out. And he understands the character. So it sucks to see that now he's not going to be able to play the character. So the majority of you guys wanted a soft reboot, but that's not what we're going to get. We're getting a hard reboot. And honestly, I'm sort of optimistic about this. I'm hopeful about this. I'm taking on Superman's character, and I'm being hopeful about this. Because maybe we might get it right this time. So let's check out James Gunn's tweet so we can learn a little bit more about this. Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which we couldn't be more over the moon about. So they got a whole slate. Remember, this DC slate, it ties in the movies, the games, the TV shows, the animations, everything. This is all in one slate. Remember, he's putting everything in one canon. I gave my opinion on that in another video. I can put the link to that down below too. So Peter and I have a DC slate ready to go, which we couldn't be more over the moon about. We'll be able to share some exciting information about our projects at the beginning of the new year. Among those on the slate is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill. Dang. So wait, an earlier part of Superman's life. So are we getting Smallville? How early? Are we getting like origin story? Like, is this like Superman in high school? Are we getting Smallville, like Tom Welling type? I don't know. Let's keep going. But we just had a great meeting with. Okay, good. They had a meeting with Henry. But we just had a great meeting with Henry, and we're big fans. And we talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future. So are these possibilities tied to the DCU, or are you talking about you working with Henry on the side? Like maybe you can do a movie here, a movie there, or are you bringing him back for a different character? And if so, what could that character be? Let me know down below in the comment section. If they bring Henry Cavill back to the DCU, who do you think he should play if he's not playing Superman? And do you think that would be awkward? Like seeing Henry Cavill in a DC movie, is Henry Cavill standing next to another Superman? Not being Superman? Like who do you think he would play? I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. So being part of the slate, I assume it's a movie. Yes. But see, that's a good question, but it also is like you can't assume it's a movie because remember, he's tying in everything. I gave my opinions on that in another video. You can check that out. So are you writing and directing? I am writing, and I have been for a while. So he's been writing this movie for a while. We don't know who's directing yet. So this is interesting. So James Gunn is actively writing this movie. And this is what I was worried about. See, so I made another video about this where when James Gunn and Peter Safran announced that they're going to be helming the DC universe going forward, the DC cinematic universe going forward. And that was my worry, that James Gunn was going to be involved with the creative process. Because we know, look at the movies James Gunn did. Guardians of the Galaxy and The Suicide Squad. They're quirky, they're weird, they're out there. And that's not Superman at all. Superman is traditional, he's patriotic. He's hopeful. He's like, he has that classic vibe to him. That old school, traditional, classic vibe to him. He's a Boy Scout, right? And I don't know if James Gunn can capture that. I don't know if James Gunn can resist putting his twist on it. A Superman movie written by James Gunn? Do you think James Gunn understands the character of Superman to the point where he can write a movie about him? And do you think he can resist the temptation to put in a talking raccoon or something in there, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? So please, this guy says, please tell me this isn't an origin movie. Hey, come on. I like origin movies. But, I get it. We've seen Superman's origin a whole bunch of times now. And he says, no, wait. So this is not an origin story. So this is not a Smallville story, okay? So this is probably going to be like a year one Batman, like a year one Superman. Superman at an earlier point in his career, maybe like fighting Metallo early on. Like, that would be cool. Seeing a younger Superman. But I see, man, it needs to be done right, okay? We messed up this whole we messed up with the Snyderverse. We got all these characters wrong, okay? But so now that you've actually pulled the plug, that's a big move. That's a lot of pressure on you, okay? That's a lot of pressure for you, for the Snyderverse fans are all on you now, and everybody else is all on you to get it right. Because now all the people that didn't like Snyderverse wants you to get it right, and the people that like the Snyderverse are hating on you for doing this. It's a tough position to be in, but hopefully he gets it right. Hopefully we can get these characters right. And honestly, this is the best chance that I have of getting a Martian Manhunter movie. Martian Manhunter in the Justice League would be awesome. And with the way James Gunn is wanting like these quirky characters in there, Martian Manhunter with his Chacos, his Oreos would be perfect. Okay, so come on, James Gunn. So James Gunn, if you're actually nuking the DCEU and starting over as the DCU with all these new characters, all these new actors, let's do it right. Let's get a Martian Manhunter in the Justice League. Honestly, dude, just do the Justice League cartoon, the Justice League animated series, and the Justice League Unlimited series. Put that on screen. I mean, I know that's not traditional because we have Hawkgirl and everything, but that's what I grew up on. But dude, if we get the classic 7, I'll be happy with that too. Like, I want Martian Manhunter on the team. I need Martian Manhunter on the team. Come on. If we're going through all this, if I'm not getting Henry Cavill Superman done right, come on. At least let me get Martian Manhunter. So here, let's keep on reading. So he met with Ben Affleck yesterday. Met with Ben yesterday precisely because he wants to direct. And we want him to direct. We just have to find the right project. So Ben wants to direct. They want him to direct, so most likely he's going to be directing something. And Ben has been in the headspace of Batman. So could we see Ben directing a Batman movie? That could be interesting. I don't know. See, again, it would only be good if Ben understands Batman. I need someone who understands these characters. If we're doing this over from the beginning, I need people who understands Batman, who understands that he shouldn't be killing people, right? Who understands he shouldn't be making jokes. He shouldn't be, he shouldn't be the laughingstock of the Justice League. He should be cold and calculated. He should be the opposite of Superman, someone warm and welcoming who smiles all the time, Henry Cavill also made a post about this on his Instagram, so let's read that too. I just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. Dang, man. This has got to hit because, he left The Witcher for this. I mean, I know he left The Witcher because he didn't like the direction the show was going, but you have to admit that Superman had to have played an influence on this. Him coming back as Superman had to have been an influence on his decision to leave The Witcher. And he loves the character. He understands the character. So hearing this must have sucked. So I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. He did the whole cameo for Black Adam, came back, made the announcement that he's coming back, and then now they're like, yeah, you're not Superman anymore. That's gotta hurt. So after being told by the studio to announce my return back in October prior to their hire, this news wasn't the easiest, but that's life. The changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. See, Superman understands that he was a custodian for this character. He didn't own the character. So that makes me want him as Superman even more. But let's keep going. Hopefully, whoever they get to play Superman does it right, understands the character. Hopefully, the people writing, hopefully James Gunn understands the character. That's all I can ask for, man. Hopefully they understand the character and do it right. Because I knew Henry Cavill understands the character. James Gunn and Peter have a universe to build. And I wish them and all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. For those who have been on my side throughout the years, we can mourn for a bit. But then we must remember, Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists. And the examples he sets for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed. Dang, man. But what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all. Onwards and upwards. Dang, it sucks we're not going to see Henry Cavill play Superman. Because, to be honest, he never got a chance to play Superman yet. He never got a chance to play Superman the way Superman should be played. But hopefully this new guy, whoever it is, will play him right. Hopefully James Gunn understands how to direct him, how to write a Superman. I know the majority of you guys wanted a soft reboot, but we're getting a hard reboot. And again, those are my two options. I would want a soft reboot with Henry Cavill getting the chance to play Superman properly, or just completely wipe the slate. Get it right, get it done right from the beginning. So now all the pressure's on James Gunn and Peter Safran. all the pressure's on them for them to get it right. If they don't get it right this time, they literally sacrificed Henry Cavill Superman for nothing. They wiped it all for nothing. They better get it right. They better get it right. This is their one opportunity. Do not miss your chance. Let me know, what do you guys think about this down below in the comment section. Are you mad that Henry Cavill is no longer playing Superman? Or are you more optimistic to the future? You think James Gunn was going to get this right? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.